Hello here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Splatoon 3. And our new shoes are so fabulous. In today's video, we'll continue exploring through the cryogenic Hope Town. Oh yeah. So, moving on over this way is our next level. Ooh. In this mission, you'll demonstrate your agility and look extremely cool. Ride on ink rails to reach the goal. Ink rails! I like ink rails for the most part. And Coral gets to look cool. I don't need to tell you to avoid the ink sticks, do I? Those things sting. Looks like you need to use some ink rail hopping here. Press B while you're riding to jump. Those things still look like onion rings. Well done. You even got all the squid rings. Okay, you're gonna have time you're gonna have to time this just right. Go the squid form and then go down. Jump back up and look cool while doing so. Oh, they're doing the wave! It'd be cute if it wasn't so deadly. Watch your timing. Ah! That didn't exactly go as well as I would have liked. Doing the wave is kind of activate the ink rail before you do anything else, Gator. That would be the smart thing to do. I know that's difficult for you to do because you're not very smart, but you'll at least try to make an effort. But yeah, the wave, it's kind of fun. I don't really go to a whole lot of events that would have people do the wave, but one that I do frequently do is Phantasmic at Disney World, because I'm a cast member and I can go to the parks whenever I want. So yeah, it's always fun doing the wave at the beginning of Phantasmic, and that's always a fun time. I like to activate the spot bomb. Don't fight at Agent 3. The captain says, let the ink rails lead the way. Destroy the box. No more Box Boy sequels. Box Boy is a game that I really want to like more than I do, because it's such a cute idea, but I don't know, I just have a hard time getting into them whenever I'm trying to play them on my own time. Like we've done a co-star series of the first two games, Box Boy and Box Boy, on the collab channel with James, and I've tried playing Box Boy and Box Girl on my own time. I just have a bit of a hard time getting into it, and I feel bad because it is such a cute game, and it should be something that's up my alley. But I don't know, I feel like for the most part it's a little too simplistic, but then you get some puzzles where it's like, wait, what the crap am I supposed to do? It's a really weird balance where it should be a simple game, and it is a simple game, but then it gets really obnoxious, and I don't know. It's a weird feeling. I'm sure if I played Box Boy again, like the first game, if I played through it a second time, they'd click a lot better than they did the first time, but that's just my personal opinion. We go over this way. Now, we could wait until a little later to destroy this guy properly, but we don't do properly around here. We do unnecessary epic and jump. Come on. Okay, we got one of them. Come on. Yay! Ah, that feeling of being unnecessary epic. That is what I live for. Now again, we could destroy them as we go up here, but that's boring and dumb. And now to move on to where our next destination should be. Shiny! Shiny! Okay, that's a money shiny, that's fine. I think Small Fry is trying to tell you something. His name is Esteban, get it right. Ooh, Esteban, you found something? You found something? Aww. Hey, what'd you find? You didn't find anything. Esteban. Nah. It's okay, you're adorable. Well, let's slide this time. Oh, we found a terminal thingy. That would be useful if this account was connected to the online, but it is not. to destroy all the targets within 1 minute. I know which one this is. The countdown will start once you land down there. Keep an eye on the ink level as you go, okay? This level isn't too bad. Just make sure you're keeping track of where all the balloons are going. And also, refill your ink whenever possible. You can turn around like that pretty easily. This might take us a couple of times because I'm not super great at this one, but it's not that challenging of a level. And that's exactly why I want to keep your ink level intact. Hurry, go, 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 go! Do what I say, know what I do. Refill your ink tank whenever you can. Okay, refill. We got this. I'm getting a little nervous now, but we don't have a whole lot of time. Excellent fail. Your time has run out. Okay, take 2. Let's try this again. Hopefully this time without fail. Okay. Boom! Okay. It's going a lot smoother this time. It's going a lot smoother. I really like the texture work on the balloon. It looks very satisfying. It's kind of amusing looking at it because I've had some experience with 3D modeling, so it's kind of amusing to think about what it looked like to render that. Okay, we got this. Okay. Okay. We got this. We can do it. 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 We can help the Cinderella. Okay, just a few more. We got this. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's going to be fine. That was the most riveting commentary that I've ever done in the entire history of this channel. I don't think I'll ever be able to top that. I might as well retire. I will never be able to top the genius of that commentary. Alright, we got one more level I want to do before we wrap things up this time around. Let's destroy you. Because you were looking at me funny, and you called me fat, and I did not like that. It hurt my feelings. Ah! Ah! I'm excited to show what that is for! That is such a fun thing in the game, but we haven't seen it yet, so I can't talk about it. We probably could have done it a lot sooner, admittedly, but I have a plan for a little bit later, and another useless terminal thingy that we can't access on this account. You guys remember when Switch Online was free? We're fuzzy now. I don't like being fuzzy. I can have facial hair, but I don't like being fuzzy. Oh man, and we failed the thing again. Okay. Let's talk about Switch Online for a second, because that is a bit of an interesting talking point. So, when it first came out, it felt like a huge mistake. So, they had the first year or so of the Switch Online being free, and then it became a paid service after Smash Bros. Ultimate came out. Launching the Smash Ultimate with how crappy the online modes in that game were was a really bad idea, and then launching the Classics line with only NES, and then it taking like a year for even SNES games to come out was like a huge slap in the face. But over time, it's gotten a lot better. We have Nintendo 64 Classics now. We have GameCube for the Switch 2, which is pretty great. So it's definitely gotten a lot better as a service. And I think Nintendo Music is also pretty well worth it too. I don't know what the general consensus is for, like, the general reception for Nintendo Music at the moment. But I really like it. I like that you can download the music onto your phone to listen offline. I think that's really nice. I do wish that they would update the soundtracks a little bit more often. But it is just... I will say, this last Nintendo Direct that happened recently kind of annoyed me, though, because when they announced the Virtual Boy was going to be on NSO, and it's like, That's fine. Virtual Boy has never... We got 2 Sardinians in the same video. That's pretty awesome. Virtual Boy has never had... like official re-releases in history, which is it's pretty exciting that we're getting them now. But the thing about that is that it also kind of stinks. It's locked to Nintendo Classic, so you have to pay for the more expensive subscription for it. And even then, you still have to pay for like some kind of accessory to even play on the thing, which means that unless they release some kind of patch or something like that that makes them playable on TV and without the accessories, they're gonna be pretty much impossible to record footage for. So yeah, any potential Virtual Boy games we want to cover on the channel ain't gonna happen. Not there are any Virtual Boy games I would let's play them, but still. Destroy all the targets.
If you would like to remain alive, please avoid thinking that I did get a chance to finish reading because the text goes by too fast in this freaking game.
Whoa, the whole floor is moving! Be sure to top up your ink while spinning the ZL button, Agent 3. So we gotta keep on moving, because a death ray in the back is going to hurt our feelings. It's very similar to a stage we already seen in Octo Expansion. This one's a lot more simple though, so thankfully it's not too complicated. But definitely something you want to keep in mind, and it might take a couple tries to do this, but you should be okay. There's a lot closer than I thought There's a lot closer than I thought it would be! Come on, 3 remaining. Okay, you refill the ink, and are you kidding me? Okay, this level might take you a couple tries, but just keep trying and you should be able to get it eventually. Destroy all the boxes, always refill your ink between box sets, and you should get this in a couple of tries. If it takes you a couple of tries, that's okay. This isn't an easy level, but just keep trying. Okay. It's very reminiscent of a similar level in Octo Expansion, but that one's a lot more difficult, so yeah, we could have gotten this extra power rate, that's fine. There's a similar level in Octo Expansion that was a lot more difficult, so it's kind of nice that they reused the idea for something a little bit more simple in the regular story mode, so although I think I like the Octo Expansion one just a little bit better. Aw, Mary's cheering us on. You're not Callie, but, you know, I still appreciate you. And with that taken care of, you know what time it is. It's time for the magical land of alternate save file. Whoosh! This has always bothered me. Why do the walls in this place look like they're untextured? Yeah, so, the day I'm recording this is kind of interesting. So, yesterday was the day that I finished the main story for Pikmin 4, and something kind of funny about that was that... Oh no! Barnacles, Mr. Krabs! SpongeBob! Sorry about the foul language, Mr. Krabs. I always love that moment specifically because they say barnacles all the time on SpongeBob, but that's the only time that they actually treat it like a swear word. Alright, for the most part, the game looks pretty great, but there are some parts that they just look untextured. Oh, come on! 2 disconnects in a row! Are you freaking kidding me? Game! I have work today! I don't have time for this! Third time's the charm! We had 2 disconnects in a row! But it's all okay. It's okay. Mahi-Mahi Resort, you're awesome. I love you so, so much. So, Mahi-Mahi Resort, we've seen it a couple times in some of the other modes, but now we're seeing it in Terraform. This is a stage that first appeared in the original Splatoon game. It was one of the later updates for that game. And the cool gimmick with this level is that partway through the match, all the water level will lower, and you get more turf to play around in. Now, some of it can be a little bit hard to see exactly where it is you can splat. Boom! Ah! I did the best that I could. It That could have gotten a little smoother. But okay, it's fine. It's still the beginning of the match, so we're still getting our footing. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. I'm gonna throw an bomb over into your face. How do you feel about that, you punk? You fool? You punk? Ah, yeah, the Inzuka thingy. So yeah, this is one of my more personal favorite stages in the original game, and I was a little sad that it didn't return in Splatoon 2, but then it returned in Splatoon 3, and I am super happy about that. So, I hope they eventually, down the road, they eventually have a Splatoon game where every stage is in it, because, man, I miss Moray Towers. I'm probably one of the only people in the entire world who actually misses Moray Towers, but that was my favorite stage in the previous 2 games, and the fact that it's not here anymore, that's sad. That's tragic. That's the biggest tragedy in the history of anything ever. Not Romeo and Juliet, not... Oh my god! Oh my... Ah! Oh, we got all 4 of them! I am saving a video clip of that! I'm saving a video clip of that! Oh, I am so happy. I am so happy. I know I'm already uploading this to the internet and stuff like that, but I need a video clip of that to save forever. Okay. What was I going to try to say about another thing? Oh yeah, so the day that I'm recording this game. Yesterday, I finished the main story of Pikmin 4, and it was super awesome. And I got the Patrick Star game, so that's the reason why we had that gag at the beginning of the online section for this video. That's all I was trying to say. I tried saying that on a previous match, but then there was a disconnect, and that was not fun. I love dualies. Just rolling around everywhere. It's amazing. Okay. I'm a little worried. About the center part. Hopefully it'll be fine. Ooh, that's a lot of purple. Yay! Oh, that was epic. That was almost as epic as the universe. Which also opened yesterday. Man, there's a lot that happened yesterday. So, something about this stage has always bothered me. Is it just me, or does it look like it's not textured properly? Like, you got the walls, and you got the fountain right there. It just kind of seems like that they're just missing all their textures. And I know it's probably just meant to look more like it's like a clean mall and things like that. But it doesn't look like that to me. It just looks like it's not textured properly, and that bothers me. And I'm noticing that's happening a couple times throughout this game where we also have the ceiling in the lobby that also doesn't look like it's textured. I don't know if it's like an artistic thing, but it just, I don't know, it's just something that's bothering me. But anyway, now we're in Barnacle and Dime. This is a pretty fun stage. It's pretty basic. There's not really a whole lot of things going on with it. That's kind of something that we'll see a lot in Splatoon 3, where the stages kind of play it safe. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but oh yeah, teamwork. But yeah, a lot of the stages, I feel like the new ones aren't quite as memorable as previous games. But we'll see more examples of that as time goes on. Alright, so the amusing thing about this weapon is that the sub-weapon are the auto bombs. And the thing is, auto bombs are the kind of weapon where I'm terrible at evading them from other people, but I don't know the best use for actually trying to use them. I usually like toss them into an area where I think somebody is, so that to kind of like lure them out of the area. So there's probably better ways. I knew you were down here, but I thought I got you already. Alright, it's fine. Actually, it's not fine. We need to clear up this area because there's jerks over here. Ah, booyah bomb. That's not the most pleasant thing in the world. Except for when we have it. Alrighty then. So yeah, continuing on with what I was talking about in the previous match with Pikmin 4. So, I will say, Pikmin 4, I think it kind of started off a bit of a rough note. There were way too many cutscenes at the beginning of it. And it's like, I don't mind having long cutscenes in video games, but for Pikmin, it doesn't really seem like it works that well. But, yeah, like, eventually, like, you can skip the cutscenes in the game. It says that there are so many of them at the beginning. And I wasn't on board with the idea of having to upgrade how many Pikmin you can have out in the field at once, because you only have like 20. Wait! What happened over here? We had like a strong center. And what? We had like a strong center. What happened? What happened, people? What happened? What happened? We were doing so well. What? Oh, that is rude. Oh, that is so rude. Yeah, we didn't win. Oh my goodness. That goes to show. The last 30 seconds of the match are super important. Because, wow, that... Good on them for getting a good victory, but wow, that was rough. I noticed that every time I start complaining about Barnacle and Dimes, like, that is a cool... Wow, that pirate hat. That is a... They had like... Wait, which victory animation was that one? That was cool. That was like, they had like a pirate hat, but they did like a zombie thing. That was cool. But yeah, every time I mentioned the Barnacle and Dime didn't look like it was textured properly, everything went south, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. I'm taking care of all that, we're ending the video off here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video for Splatoon 3, and next time, Lady Gator to you. Oh yeah.